Dunk in the Trunk Nation, it has been quite a long time since I posted a video on YouTube, and I apologize. Life happens. Busy me, busy kids, busy wife. I wanted to post one today, though, about politics in America. We're at a point in 2016 where we have a Republican and Democratic nominee for President of the United States in Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. I want to talk about my thoughts on those two candidates. And I'd like to get your thoughts too, after you watch the video. Let me know what you think about the things that I've talked about in this video. The other thing is just status of politics in America and, at the state level as well. I live in Illinois, so I'll talk a little bit about my state as well. But it seems to me that politics in America has become a joke. We have two very polarized groups of people in Congress right now. One on the very far left saying we can only have it this way. One on the very far right saying, nope, we can only have it this way. And absolutely, positively nothing's getting done. Use gun control, for example. We have a group saying we should not be able to own guns. And we have another group saying we should be able to buy M1 Abrams tanks if we want them. You can't limit what we can buy. And it's ridiculous. I'm sorry, because what we're not talking about is what everybody really wants, and that's common sense gun laws. People hear the term common sense gun laws and they think, oh my God, they're going to take our guns away. That's not the fact. In Illinois right now, I can walk into a gun store and buy a gun today. But I can't walk out with that gun today. I can walk out of the store with it 3 days from now. It's a waiting period. I'll be down in Kansas this next week for NRA instructor school. I can walk into a gun store in Kansas, walk out 5 minutes later with a gun, and go home with it. See, that's one of the little things that can change across the board in America to make the system a little bit stronger. There's nothing wrong with a 3-day waiting period for a gun. I can't think of the last time in life I said, I need a gun, and I need it right frickin' now. I can't wait 3 days for a gun. Oh my God. So, common sense gun laws, that's something we need to talk about instead of being so damn polarized on this issue. Illinois. Oh my Lord. Politics in Illinois is just as bad as politics in Washington at this point. We have over $100 billion pension deficit in Illinois, and this state can't pass a budget for the life of them. Hundreds of days have passed without a budget, and the budget that is currently going through the system is like $7.8 billion in the red. It's absolute insanity. Absolute insanity. And we've had our credit rating dropped as a state like twice in the last couple of years. Our state is going into the toilet, and it's because we have two parties who are bickering, and they're not worried about the status of the state. They're worried about the status of their reelection. So here's my thoughts on politics in America and how to change it. So we have to link politicians' pay to productivity at the state and the federal level. So let's say our gross national product is less than 3%. Then we say that nobody in the House and the Senate can be reelected. You attach productivity to their jobs and their pay, and I guarantee you they'll be productive. Another thing, term limits. For God's sake, we have term limits for presidency. Why don't we have term limits for every other office in America? Senators and representatives should not be allowed to sit in the same seat for decades like some of these guys and gals do. It's just not right. We are absolutely insane when it comes to politics in America, and nothing is getting accomplished. Do away with earmarks. Do away with pork. Do away with lobbyists. And get back to what your job actually is, to look out for the best interests of the populace, to look out for the best interests for the country, now and in the future. That's what you should be doing, but you're not. You're looking out for your own best interests. You spend half of your time as a senator or representative in office running for office, gaining more funds, making more commercials, not doing your job. And there's something horribly wrong with that. The Republican candidate for presidency is Donald Trump. He makes me want to throw up in my own mouth. He's a horrible human being. People like him because he's honest. Well, he's also a bigot. He's also a racist. He's also just an absolutely horrible human being. And if you think he should be the President of the United States, I think there's something horribly wrong with you. Hillary Clinton, oddly, makes me want to throw up in my mouth. There is so much controversy surrounding this woman. It sets me back in my chair. I don't know how to take the fact that these are the people we have to choose from for President of the United States. And we've brought ourselves to this place as a country. I just don't know what to do at this point. Who is the lesser of two evils? The one benefit you have with Hillary Clinton is the fact that she's lived through the process. She's been the wife of the president. She's been a senator. She's lived through the presidency. So she understands it a little bit more. Donald Trump is on his own little island, and he's going to say and do whatever he wants to do, and all it's going to do is hurt America. I don't see either of those candidates taking us in a positive direction, unfortunately. So I guess what I'm asking is, what's the answer moving forward for presidential candidates, for representatives, for senators at the state, at the federal level, to start moving this country in the right direction? What is the answer? I had another thought about, like, congressional positions. So a position comes open, and just like we do for court trials, 5 people's names get drawn, who are people that fall within the age range, who would be legally able to hold that position. And they choose, out of those 5 individuals, who is going to hold that position for the next 2 years or 4 years or whatever. And then your job is held just like it is when you deploy in the military while you are off serving your duty to your state or to the federal government in a senator or representative role. And then you, after one term, you come home and go back to your original job and move on with your life. It's just like jury duty. So just interesting little things like that. I'd like to hear your ideas, your thoughts on how as a country we could improve politically, economically. What can we do to move forward in a positive way instead of continuing to languish in the red and not work toward the black, continue to have programs that are broke or going broke at the state and the federal level. It's just disheartening. It really is. Happy Father's Day to you fathers out there, since this is Father's Day. And I hope and pray that everything goes wonderful in politics this year. And I promise I'll try to get some more videos posted here in the near future. But for now, this is the one you got. So please, put your comments down below, share. I'd like to get as many comments as I possibly could. It could lead me to my next discussion in my next video. So thank you for tuning in to Dunk in the Trunk. Please subscribe, and have a wonderful Father's Day.